questions like what has Congress done in Amethi in terms of material issues of people, apart from the larger infrastructural work that it has done? What has it done on increasing the employment ratio here in Amethi?
Well, you see, whenever you ask this question, I always remember the BJP. I remember the BJP because at one side, when Parliament is in session and we have a UK government, the BJP always used to scream one thing, that all the money goes to Amethi and Railway. All the money goes to Amethi and Railway. Sara development hota hai to Amethi Railway mein hota hai. And now, ever since they've come here to fight elections, they say, yeah, but why? So it's very strange that one party speaks something in Parliament and something out here. So I would think that primarily the party must be clear what is right. And I think the Bharatiya Janata Party is known to speak what is not the truth.
What's not the truth? Rahul Gandhi highlighted two issues today. One of turning Uttar Pradesh into a manufacturing hub, and the other one is addressing the unemployment crisis and the agrarian crisis here. So as a representative of Amethi, what do you plan to do here for this?
See, let me tell you that if you start with the history of Amethi, we were a very backward area. To the extent that we did not have electricity and roads also. So we've come a long way. We're connected. We're today connected to all the highways. We're connected by trains. We have the best trains reaching all destinations now from Amethi. We have got a small airport now in Amethi, in Fusatganj. We've got the best institutions, right from petroleum to nursing to paramedical to degree colleges, engineering colleges, pharmacy colleges. We have come forward even in the line of education. Obviously, when children are now educated and awakened, the next step for them is placement. If they are not placed, then obviously this education is of no use.
The other thing that when I talked to Rahul Gandhi ji in Delhi, he talked about almost 3 lakh women employed in self-help groups in Amethi. Could you please briefly tell us about that?
See, I would say that this is a dramatic thing that Rahul ji has done. If you had seen women here 15 years back, they were diffident, they were indoors, and they were at the mercy of the male members of the house. Today, what has happened is they are emancipated. They are out, they are more confident. And these self-help groups, they undergo training. They are counseled. They have good people who come and talk to them. They are now taking loans from banks and running small things for themselves. Whether it is small little, they may make candles, they may make baskets. They are doing little work amongst them.
Is it actually 3 lakh women here?
Oh yes, absolutely. Every self-help group is named and recorded, and they are extremely active. You can see the confidence in these women. If you see the women in the village, I can tell you who is a woman from the self-help group. That is the marked difference in them. So what I feel is that the first thing that these women have achieved is inner confidence. Today they are capable of going and doing an FIR themselves. They are able to go to a bank and work themselves, which was not so a few years back. So these self-help groups have brought them together, and now they are moving onward to try and generate income for themselves within these groups.
There always has been criticism from not just the BJP, but other parties also, that Amethi, despite shooting up in the different kind of businesses, the land relations and the feudal economy has not completely changed here. Since it has been a Nehru Gandhi bastion, why not start from here? Because UP's problem about this unequal land relations and then an assertive movement, identity driven from Yadavs and different sections of OBCs and now Dalits. So what has it done to address these questions and bring harmony among different caste groups?
Well, now that is, I would say this is a socio-economic situation. It's not merely infrastructural or it's not merely land related. These kind of things call for time. It's not possible that you just do it, high-handedly. It has to be brought about with a lot of understanding and peace amongst the people also. So this is not a subject, which can be addressed.
So you are ready to make an initiative on this thing as a start of the whole kind of process.
See, to be very honest, if you ask me this question today, and since I have not done anything about it, primarily I would like to talk to my constituents, people from every section. I would first discuss it with them. I would like to get their input on it. And then when I get that input, I think, I would, even if you won't want to call it a little panchayat, I could have these small panchayats everywhere. Talk to them on these issues, get their feedbacks, understand from what they have to say, and then I would be able to answer you as to how effectively I would like to work on this.
The last two questions which I'm sure you must have faced before. This, despite the alliance, SP Congress alliance, both the candidates are contesting here. Amethi is one of those seats. How do you reconcile your candidature and Gayatri Prajapati's candidature within the broader alliance?
See, I'll tell you one thing. Within the broader, remember the alliances are always made for larger issues. And our issue of coming together primarily is to keep communal forces out of UP.
Yes.
To avoid Godras in UP. So we have got larger issues on which we've made smaller adjustments. But when you have two large parties coming together, obviously there is a lot of accommodation and adjustment which is required. It's fragile. And I think our leaders of both the parties at the national level and the state level have come about to take these decisions. You cannot forget that this was a Congress stronghold, is a Congress stronghold, and I believe will always remain a Congress stronghold. We've given Rajiv Gandhi as Prime Minister to this country, we've given Indira Ji from Raebareli to this country. As much as you have Garima Singh, who has been a very, very strong leader from Eta, Maipuri, Farrukhabad, that is his bastion, as they say, it's his belt. So when you understand these intricacies, I'm sure these decisions are taken by the leadership with understanding. And in fact, I credit the alliance that they have made these accommodations very, very nicely. And if you ask me that what is the problem I face in contesting over here, that despite an alliance,
not by any chance a friendly fight.
Yes, there's nothing called a friendly fight. It's a very peculiar term to call a fight friendly. It will never be a fight. So I don't look at it as anything friendly. Right now, we are opposing each other. I mean, we're not enemies for sure, but we stand at two ends. We're fighting an election. We're fighting on our ideologies. We are battling it out in the battlefield. And the only thing I can tell you is that whoever is going to win, and I know it's me, but I will be supporting the alliance when I reach here. So ultimately, the support is going to go to Akhileshia.
And finally, as you must have heard, the BJP, I went on a campaign trail with Garima Singh ji. So what she's talking about Sita's Vanvas, and she has made it out to be a fight for justice. And so what do you have to say about that?
See, I particularly refrain from speaking about my family.
Yes.
I hold family close to my heart, and I do not believe that you spill things in public.
So you consider her as family?
Of course, certainly I consider my children. There are 3 children involved over there who lived with me for 21 years.
Yes.
So we were a family. There's no doubt about it. If there were issues, let me tell you, if she did have any issues, these are not issues to be settled on political platforms.
Yes.
For that, we have the proper route, and that is the court of law.
Court of law.
That's one part.
Yes.
Number 2, I would like to tell you that the public cannot deliver justice. Justice that she is asking for can only come through the court of law. And nobody stops her from going to the court of law, which she did not do in the last 26 years. Now, the other part of it is that standing for an election, we are not here to be conveying our problems to the people. We are here, to address the problems of the people. So, I stand here today and let me tell you that I am very, very clear about what the issues Amethi faces. What is it that the youth is looking forward to? What is the future they are looking forward to? And I feel if they are electing a leader, we have to actually fulfill their hopes and dreams. I'm not here to be asking them for justice, or in fact nobody should be. We should be trying to give them the best possible.
So your contest is, this one is a triangular fight or a or a contest with the BJP or the contest with the SP? How do you kind of
But I tell you
understand
very
this?
honestly, I may have my very intricate understanding and detailing on a very day-to-day basis, because I'm fighting an
Yes,
election.
you're right.
Most certainly I would be doing that. But if you ask me and I have to express it to you, I would just say one thing, that I am fighting my battle with my policies, my programs, my initiatives, and what I am going to promise them for the future. What is happening in the other parties is not really my concern. I am reaching out to the people, trying to tell them that I would be their best future.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, so
Thank
much
you
for
so
speaking
much.
to us.
Thank you, sir.